Right now I'm talking about Super Nintendo cartridges because there's actually quite a bit to talk about. There's like kind of all these variants and interesting facts about them I've noticed. Now, first thing you know is that some of them have different fronts here. To my understanding, these are early Super Nintendo games, like early Super Nintendo games have these types of fronts to them. To my understanding, the reason is like when you turn on the system, a little a piece of plastic will come in between this, so when you try to pull it out, you won't be able to. But later ones seem to remove that, as now you could just pull the game out of the system. Granted, it'll probably cause the game to crash, very likely to crash, but yeah, I'm not sure why they did that, but yeah, that's something you'll notice on the front of the other games. These two here are 91. This one's 92, I believe. Both of these are 94. I don't know when Doom came out, at least this port, but the PC version came out in 93. And this is the only Japanese game I owned. It has this front. I don't know if all games have this type of front or if they were like the US where they just got rid of it later on. But another thing you notice is actually the cartridge itself here. You see here it has a basic kind of a basic port here, same here, but when you look at these two here, you notice that there's these two extra pieces of circuitry, or yeah. To my understanding, Doom has as well. To my understanding, this is when extra chips are included on the cartridges. Both of these have the FX chip, Super FX chip. This one I believe has FX1. This has FX2. I'm not quite sure what the difference is. I think FX2 runs a little better and allows more texturing on the polygons, but both chips allow for 3D graphics. I think it's just FX2 allows for better speed and actual more texturing. Now, one thing you'll notice about now, to my understanding, Japanese and European cartridge look exactly the same. Like this is different. This is different from the U.S. Super Nintendo games, but European and Japanese are exactly the same. However, the thing is that the cartridges ports are exactly the same as the US ones. However, they won't fit still. The reason is because if you look on the back here, you'll see that Super Nintendo games have these little holes in them, shall we say. Well, Famicom European games don't have that. The Super Nintendo has these little pieces of plastic that will naturally fit in here, but it'll block the Japanese and European game from entering. Now, this is kind of easy to fix because if you have an American Super Nintendo, you could just cut out those pieces, and to my understanding, there's no circuitry or anything in those pieces, so there's no technical harm doing that. In many companies that make modern Super Nintendo players, like the Superboy right here, those don't have those cartridge things in them, those little plastic things. So it could play this type of game. It could fit in. So yeah, there really isn't much more to say about that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video.